knew he was going to leave. I sensed it and grabbed his arm as he started to inch away. "What did you hear? Let go of me." His eyes hardened as he looked over my shoulder. "I don't think I'm supposed to be talking to you." "What are you talking about?" But the words left me as an arm snaked around my waist and pulled me back against a hard chest. A very hard chest. Mason's chin came to rest on my shoulder, and he breathed out. The air caressed my neck, and I felt the possession in his demeanor. A tingle raced through me, especially when his hand slid down my waist to rest on my hip. He pressed me back against him again. I felt every inch of him now, and fought against closing my eyes when my desires started to overtake me. "I should be going," Adam mumbled before he turned. But then he stopped. His face was twisted in an unnamed emotion. "Thanks for inviting everyone to the party." "Not my party." Mason straightened against my back. His hands held me firmly in place, but I could feel the coldness from him now. Adam didn't squirm. He straightened and never looked away. He had learned. Then his eyes caught mine for a second before he looked away again. A shiver went over me. I saw his anger in that second, but he only replied, "Your best friend's place. Your party. This is Nate's party." I twisted around, but Mason didn't let go of me. His hands had a firm grasp on my hips. When he didn't look down, his gaze still fixed over my shoulder, I slid a hand around his neck and tilted him downwards. He met my gaze then, and I tried to stop myself from melting. His green eyes softened and a small grin came over him. When he lifted a hand to rub against the top of my lip, I closed my eyes. A groan escaped me before I realized what I was doing. Then I grabbed his hand. "Stop." "Stop what?" His amusement was evident. "This is Nate's party?" That meant one thing. This was his place, but did that mean... "Is Nate moving back?" And then someone threw his arms around us and we were pulled in for an even tighter hug. "Hello, my peeps!" Logan's breath smelled of booze as he hugged us again. "I love you guys, and you know what else I love?" Mason grimaced, but I still caught the small grin at the corners of his lips. He deadpanned, "Nate's pussy." Logan threw his head back and let loose a hoot. Then, even as he died down, he couldn't wipe the silly grin off his face. And he wasn't trying, not even in the slightest. "Yeah, maybe." His eyes turned to me and I was caught by the intensity in them. An abnormal look of earnestness was in them, albeit slightly blurred from booze, but it was there. It was the most sincere expression Logan had allowed me to see in a long while. He reminded me of a 5-year-old little boy in that moment, one with shaggy brown curls and dark chocolate eyes that made so many girls' hearts melt. "Did Mason tell you? Nate's moving back for the last half of the year. How fucking fantastic is that?" Very. Nate was the 4th member in our group, but it hurt. He hadn't said a word. But Mason couldn't stop from grinning at Logan, so I forced myself to put it away. Nate was back. That was all that mattered. And then the realization hit me as I looked around. This enormous place was his. This is Nate's place? Yet even as I asked, I knew it was. Both of them didn't answer, silent as I looked around again. There were so many people at the party. I recognized a few from my school, obviously with Adam there, and I knew there were students from Fallen Crest Public as well. I saw a few of Mason and Logan's friends, and figured more from their school were there as well. But 2 schools couldn't have been everyone. Who else was there?